Hey friends, it is Isaac Hayes bringing you a brand new video, and today I'm bringing you guys the best competitive classes for Hardpoint and Search and Destroy in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Now before this video starts, if you guys do enjoy this video, please hit that like button. Let's try to hit 35 likes. Subscribe if you are new and go check out my other videos, but anyway, let's waste no time and get right into these classes. So the first thing that I'm going to go over is my combat rig that I use now that Synaptic is banned. A lot of you guys know I was the jetpacker that always ran propulsion. But now I just run FTL. I think he's a pretty cool character. You got FTL jump, and you can do a lot of crazy things. You can like look up really quick and just FTL jump into the air, and you're super high, and your opponents are just gonna look around for you when you're actually above them. And you can use it in so many different situations. You can just FTL jump behind people and stuff like that. And power slide is really awesome. A lot of people don't like using power slide because they can't cancel their slides with aiming in. But you can actually cancel your slide just by hitting your crouch button one more time. So that's what I do, and it's a really solid perk because you can it takes less of your boost when you slide as well. So when you slide, you can slide more often. You can do the slide jump little G slide thing a lot more than normal characters, and you can move really fast with this character. Alright, let's get into the first class. So the first class is just a standard NV4 class. I have the NV4 with ELO. I use the 3 blue dots. I could use the single blue dot, but I just like using the 3 blue dots because I feel like it's more fair. And then I use quick draw, stock, and long barrel. You don't need long barrel necessarily. You could take it off and put on a secondary and a lethal, but I don't have any secondary or lethal because with long barrel, this thing just kills more consistently for me. I feel like I'm just beaming kids at really long distances with this thing, and it's really solid if you're trying to play those back spawns in Hardpoint, and you can use it in Uplink as well. So you got the trophy system to help out your team. If your team is pushing up and they need a trophy, you can just throw it down really quick. Blast shield so you're not getting naded as much, and attack resist so you're not getting stunned as much. This is really useful in Hardpoint and Uplink, but mostly Hardpoint when you're playing those back spawns. A lot of the submachine gun players are going to try to nade you out of back spawns and just get you weak, so this is really useful. And Dead Silence is an amazing perk in this game. It's blast suppressor and Dead Silence just combined, so your jetpacks are silenced as well. And if you're trying to flank around for spawns or anything, you'll find this super useful. You can get around places a lot faster without having to worry. I highly recommend you run Dead Silence on most of your classes. The next class is another NV4 class. This is more of an aggressive NV4 if you're really trying to just AR slay on maybe resistance hardpoint or something like that. You run the NV4 with ELO, quick draw, and stock. No long barrel because it doesn't necessarily need it. If you're playing more aggressive, you're not going to beam kids really like super far across the map. This is mostly just for getting really accurate shots down on your opponents up close. And then you got no secondary, double flechetta grenades. I really like these for respawn because in Uplink you can just pop a flechetta and it's just gonna be super quick exploding, and you don't have to cook it like a frag grenade or anything like that, or cluster grenade is called in this game. So 2 of those, so you can just really put some pressure on your opponents. Trophy system to help out your team once more, and you got flak jacket and tack resist just so you can get those, you can get more kills because you're not going to be slowed down by tack resist and flak jacket, and you're just going to stay alive longer to help your teammates out. So let's get into the next class. We got our standard K-bar class. This is really good. Like, I love using this class. Just K-bar, ELO, and for all the ELOs I'm using the 3 blue dots. You got ELO, quick draw, stock, long barrel. This is just a really solid setup because a lot of people like to put on grip rather than rifle barrel, but you can do either one. I use grip and search and destroy because I feel like you need those more accurate shots, but for respawn, you're just getting kill after kill. Your shot's going to be a lot warmer in between kills and stuff like that, so long barrel is just going to help you gun those NV4 players a little bit easier. So this is a really solid setup. No secondary, flechetta grenade just so you can throw those down in Uplink or Hardpoint or anything. And all these classes are really for Hardpoint and Uplink because the classes don't really vary that much for me as they did in Black Ops 3 and stuff like that. So maybe you're different and you like individual classes for individual game types, but for Hardpoint and Uplink, I just sort of class them together. You got flak jacket and tack resist just so you don't have a trophy system, so you're going to be really aggressive, and a lot of the players are just going to be spamming like stuns and nades and stuff like that, so it's really helpful. And Dead Silence is just a crutch perk if you're trying to like flank or just be really quick. It's just a really good perk to use. Alright, for the next class we got another K-bar class. This is similar, but this is mostly for hardpoint. If your opponent has like streaks and they're pulling out wardens and stuff like that, you got the K-bar with elo, quick draw, stock, long barrel, same perks, no secondary, no lethal, and this is a multi-purpose class. So if you're like spawning out and you really just can't get spawns and you have to flood the hill, then you can just pull out a smoke grenade. Maybe your teammates have some smoke grenades too, and you can just smoke something and just run straight through it, and it's gonna help a lot of those long range players that are set up on head glitches not get visuals on you. So you can just like smoke in front of a head glitch that they're on, and it'll either draw them out of their head glitch into the air or something, or they'll just have to back up and wait. And then blind eye, if your opponent calls in a warden because they're getting streaks and stuff like that, just pull this class out. You don't have to worry about shooting it. You can just keep playing the game normally. And then tack resist and dead silence, just so you're extra careful. All right, now the final class is going to be an ERAD. I only have 2 submachine gun classes, but this is the only one that I have in the respawn section. But you got the ERAD with quick draw, grip, and particle amp. Now that's kind of interesting because a lot of people are like, wait, you don't have stock on it? I mean, you can run stock if that's what you're comfortable with, but I feel like in this game you just get better shot reg, or maybe it's just something with the accuracy that I like better. But particle amp is just what I like to run on it. I don't like to run stock because a lot of times I'm just jumping through the air anyway. I don't really need it, but I feel like you strafe pretty quick on the ground without stock as well, so it just kind of helps me get my shots in a line and, you know, have better accuracy. That's just me. That's my personal experience with this game. But no secondary weapon, flechetta grenade, I love these in Uplink and Hardpoint. Trophy system to help out my teammates and also to help out me if I'm just playing the hill, because instead of flak jacket I actually have dexterity, because this gun runs out of ammo really quick, so I like to reload a little bit quicker with this gun. It makes me feel more comfortable in the hill and stuff, always having a full clip. And then tack resist just to help you, because a lot of people are just going to throw stuns and stuff. And then dead silence just so you can flank around hills and stuff like that and go quicker around the map without worrying about your jetpacks. And this is a really solid hill playing class, or, you know, playing around the hill. Alright, now let's get into the score streaks. I'm not going to show you guys the S&D classes. I'll probably make a different video for that. Let me know in the comments if you want me to make S&D class setups. But for Hardpoint and Uplink, these are usually the streaks that I run. Sometimes I will take off maybe like Scorchers or something and put on a Warden or something like that, or maybe even take off Scorchers and put on a Scarab, or maybe run something like this. So it's pretty much these 3 with the exception, it's pretty much these 3 score streaks, but I might throw on a Warden or I might throw on a Scarab depending on who I'm playing. If I feel like I'm just gonna really go off, I'll get a Warden. If I feel like I'm playing a better team and I might not get as many streaks, I might throw on a Scarab. But I guess that's gonna about wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, and go check out my other videos. I'm just gonna say this now, the reason that I don't run dexterity is because it only helps you reload and switch weapons faster. So unless you're running like a sub or an OSA or something, OSA is banned, so you can't use that, then there's really no point. You should just have flak jacket or no perk 1. And the reason I don't run momentum is because every time you jump, slide, or wall run, it'll reset it, so it's like you don't even have it. And since I jump and slide and wall run a lot, like a ton, there's no point in running this for me, and I just want to point that out now. And marksman doesn't really help you unless you have a sniper. I know a lot of people think it does, but there's really no point. It barely, like, it's probably not noticeable if it's giving you a very minor benefit, unless you're like literally across the map and going for headshots with your NV4 or K-bar or something, then you might notice it. But I highly recommend you just run dead silence or no perk 3. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.